It's time for another episode of Rotten Mournings.
The best way to start your mornings off rotten.
Good morning.
Morning.
How you doing there, buddy?
Oh, God, it sounds bad.
Does it?
That's not me.
Doesn't sound bad on my end.
There's like a weird, like, kind of computeristic glitching noise. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Hi, Tommy.
How's it going?
What's up, Tommy? Holy shit.
Holy shit.
If it ain't the man, the myth, the legend himself.
The myth. The myth part.
Well, guys, welcome to Rotten Mornings.
Yes,
as
well.
always, this is our podcast. I'm Scott,
I'm Matt.
and with us today we've got
You gotta cue him up, Scott.
Yeah, I'm actually going to give Tommy no cues whatsoever. This is going to be an ad lib. We're just going to ad lib the entire show.
Tommy, when it gets uncomfortably quiet, that's where you step in.
You'll be stepping in a lot.
A lot.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Guys, Tommy is just an amazing content creator. We're going to get into a little interview with him a little bit later on in the show, but we just wanted to have him join us for this podcast today because Matt and I are completely drained of energy.
Yes, but there's no sleep.
Yeah,
I'm a little tired myself. It's okay.
Good.
Oh, hell.
Oh, hell.
Pretty soon this will be the scene in the Three Stooges where they're like all snoring and the feather is going from one mouth to the other.
Yes.
Oh, I can tell this is already going to be bad. Great.
Right. We're going to keep our same quality as we ever do.
Yeah. Tommy, you were classing up the joint. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Tommy, I know that you're a longtime listener to the show, so you know we start this show off talking about what we have seen today. If you haven't seen some of the stuff, that's fine. If you have seen some of the stuff and want to chime in on some of that, that's fine too.
Okay.
What's that?
I said, if you've seen some of the stuff, we apologize.
We're so sorry. Well, Matt, you want to do the rundown on the show stuff?
Yeah, because I got the calendar next here to me. Fuck it. Let's see what we today. All right.
Do you think the calendar matters at this point?
No, of course it doesn't. It just is. It's a rough draft for me to remember what the hell I'm talking about. So let's just start right off the bat here. On Wednesday, there was a whole bunch of shit that was supposed to come out, and I dropped the fucking ball like a fucking three-fingered sloth in a football game.
Okay, you say that, that's fine. But let me just also throw out this. Yesterday morning, we had Rotten Mornings podcast with Scarlet Storm, so it doesn't matter what else came out that day.
That's true. You do have a point, dude.
Yeah. We recovered. We had quality that day.
Yeah, yes, we had, and this day we have Tommy, so technically we ain't got to put out shit else, right?
Yeah, I'm actually, fuck that strips.
Oh, hell no, that ain't even an option, motherfucker.
Ain't that how this works? Fuck that strips.
Negative.
I was gonna tell Tommy that I want him involved in this episode of Strips, and I just need a 4-minute video from him.
Of me doing what?
Just
hey, Tommy, if you didn't know, Strips is only 4 minutes long. I think what he's saying is he's got no idea what he's going to do, and he needs you to write an episode.
Oh, gee. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is why I love Tommy.
I do. So yesterday we did have a live.
Yes.
So we had a
Ravage went live. That was
Ravage
after
went-
Strips, though. Strips was first.
Oh yeah, there was the episode of Strips. Oh yeah, found footage episode. That was good. Oh,
Was that what it was? I don't even remember what the hell it was.
well, there was you had a date at a Chinese restaurant where
Where I peed myself and Grim had cancer.
yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. Oh, see, I didn't get that. Your joke was pissed myself.
Correct.
I heard kissed myself. and
You know
I
what?
was
When I went back and watched that footage, I told them all, I was like, why does it sound like I'm saying kissed myself when I said pissed myself? And it was like, nah, fuck it.
Yeah. Good episode. Good episode. Ranks among the top 15 so far.
Definitely in the top 13.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean that's a little generous, but
Yeah, I really just trying to find a place to fit in Grim throwing up that green shit that I made her drink.
fair.
And she said she completely had forgotten about that. Awesome.
That's always good when we find footage that people had forgotten about.
Yep. Oh man, do I have a lot of it.
What was in the green drink that made her forget?
It was it you know what? When you put it like that, Tommy. Yes, that's all I can say.
It rhymes with s'more.
All I can say is, Tommy, we've been talking like heavily about the Kool-Aid, so
I don't remember that.
you remember what they say, don't throw the baby with the bathwater.
Is it the same thing that's in the syringe?
Yep.
Boy.
Is that a new thing with Grim that y'all are doing?
Oh, you talking about Grim Stories time?
Yeah. Up in
Yeah,
the
she's got to record that because I got to edit that before Friday. Fuck.
That was definitely something else.
I would say if you get a chance, man, scroll back through all our videos, and really and truly, Grim Storytime was the first thing that Grim ever did for us last Halloween, and the first ones are fucking wild because it's like Jacob's ass, and then I don't know, it's just all kinds of weird shit was going on.
The whole that you had to fucking like wake her up and stick her with something to get her going. And
Yeah, and it's funny because when we were filming that, Brandy had went to bed and was had to wake up to go to work, so we're kind of screaming also like quietly.
Asking Grim to do something quietly is almost like asking Grim to not do something quietly.
You know what? You say that, but the one person in the whole wide world that can tell Grim to be quiet and she'll attempt it really, really hard is Brent.
Oh well, yeah. we all are feared of that.
Yes, exactly.
Cool. So, and then
After that, we had another live. We had Carrie go live and do her tarot reading.
Isn't she doing it tonight as well?
No, it was last night, Tommy. We're recording this in the morning.
That's right.
That's right.
I'm drinking my coffee right now.
Me too.
Getting it. Yeah. We also had a darker stories.
Oh shit, we did. Yes, we did have a darker stories. That was an episode with Brandy in it.
Yeah.
It was the first episode with Brandy in it.
Can't believe you forgot to mention that.
Yeah, I completely forgot to mention it. I remember remembering to upload it around 9:47 last night.
Oh, good. Please do that during the thing.
In the past, yes.
Yeah. And if you guys haven't listened today's morning to Kira's.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right.
I think you're losing connection.
Yeah, with reality.
Can this be edited?
Yes.
Nope. Oh wait, I mean yes, but nope.
It can be. It won't be. Due to time constraints, this is an unedited episode.
Yes. Well, because we record these things right there at 6:00 and then we release them at 7.
Yeah. Or at 5.
Or at 5. Whatever.
Sometimes we release them an hour before we record them.
Because we're crazy.
We're wacky. Hey, what's coming up today, Matt?
Well, today it just so happens we have this podcast with special guest Tommy Voorhees. Y'all check that out.
Are you guys is that happening today?
Today, yes, sir.
Tommy's going to be on the podcast today.
Today, yes.
Tommy, did you know that?
That's the first I'm hearing about it.
Oh shit.
I'm just going with the flow,
Trepidatious waters, like what the fuck have I got myself into?
So after the podcast, we had the next episode of Vex's reviews, and she did, I believe, Resident Evil 7, the video game this time.
She will do.
Will do. Yes. It will be happening.
Yes, she will be, dude.
Yes. And then after that, we had Making Up with Stepsister episode 2. Have. Fuck.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I've always not liked camping because I always had a problem with tense.
Really?
Yeah. Past tense, present tense.
Isn't that the same reason that you had problem with comedy?
Yeah. Yes. Correct. So then after that, we had damn it, I can't speculate. Fuck it, I'm doing it anyways. Next, after that, we had one of the best episodes that Scott's ever released of Rotten Strips, I think, personally, even though I haven't seen it and it hasn't happened yet. Haha.
Yeah. Hey, tell me about that. Don't know why you're screwing around on the podcast. Got work to do. Chop.
Just tell me what to record.
Yeah.
It would be the best episode of the podcast. I mean, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah. Listen, you know what Scott's going to be like? Hey, I got this great idea for a script. Okay, here we go. This is the idea. Sit in your car and explain why we don't have enough time to make a whole episode and just do it for 4 fucking minutes.
My mom was in the hospital. Recorded that outside of an emergency room.
Oh, that's why you were so freaking out.
Yeah.
That's fun.
You didn't know that?
No, of course I knew that. I just wanted to laugh at your misfortune.
Oh. So anyway, guys, I'm glad that Tommy's here and you guys get to meet him. He will be my new host on the podcast. Note that I didn't say new co-host. I'm out.
Yeah, this is now Tommy's podcast. We both suck at this.
So, welcome to Tommy Mournings.
Tommy Mournings with Tommy Voorhees.
Pow, 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 pow.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. It's ha ha ki ki ha ha Welcome to Tommy Voorhees with Tommy Voorhees.
What did you do just now? Jesus.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
I just did it.
Okay. Well, it sounds like we've got a lot to do today.
Yes, and we had darker stories after all that shit.
Good God. Next season we already have pre-planned less.
A lot less.
Yeah.
A metric ton less.
And what we have decided to do is add more people to do less stuff.
Yes, we will have a lot more people doing a lot more stuff, and we'll be doing less.
No, they'll be doing less. Yep.
Oh, yes.
Yep. More people, less stuff. That's our plan.
Yep.
Good. I'm looking forward to that. Hey, you guys want to take a commercial break and come back with the supernatural section?
Yes, I can't wait.
Fuck me neither, dude.
I cannot wait. You want me to find a topic or?
No, we're just gonna going along with the schedule.
Hey, listen, I've got a great idea for a episode.
We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Be right back.
Tommy will resend you invite so you can join us for the supernatural section. Okay.
All right.
All right. We'll be right back. We're back. We're back.
We're just gonna wait to see if Tommy can get in here.
Yeah, I didn't send him an invite. I was kidding when I told you that I was going to. Yeah. But that was our new sponsor.
What, Tommy Mournings?
Tommy Mournings.
A way better podcast.
Yeah, that would be a better podcast than what you're listening to. For sure. And this is stall voice. As we gently stall into the night. Morning. Into the morning.
Into the morning.
Yes. We are going to do the supernatural section. That is coming up. And welcome back, Tommy.
And here's Tommy.
So the supernatural entity, creature that we will be discussing today is the Lich.
Now, with the Lich, I know a lot of the paranormal stuff we cover is not, well, heavens to Betsy, I don't say real, but a Lich is more of a literature creature. So it's a little bit different than the other ones we've been covering, but there's a lot of background on them.
It has many mythos in many stories.
And I thought it would be a good one to talk about, considering that we have a sort of a reanimated zombie with us anyways.
Oh. Jesus.
I don't play that game.
No, Tommy, not Jesus. I know he's a reanimated zombie too, but I mean Tommy in this one.
Good deal. So, yeah, a Lich isn't something like it's not like the vampire or the werewolf that appears more often in folk stories. The Lich comes from more fantasy fiction, right?
Yes.
But most fantasy fiction is based on something in reality.
Yes, indeed.
So let's talk about what the Lich is and where it comes from, right?
Yes. Well, okay. There are various works of fiction that was mentioned in as early as like Clark Ashton Smith's The Empire of the Necromancer back in 1932. Shut up. But the Lich was actually named for the English, the archaic, I don't word, for corpse, because in a cemetery, the gate in the farthest back corner of the cemetery where the funeral procession usually entered was commonly known as the Lich Gate. And so that kind of just became the name of the Lich from that particular thing.
Okay. So there's a in these cemeteries there was a back gate, and that's where the corpse would enter.
Yeah, that would be the first when the funeral procession came in, and of course the corpse always preceded the people. It would be it's called the Lich Gate because there was an awning normally over the gate where they would wait and have the sort of, I guess, cemetery, the whatever I don't know what you call it, the service.
Sure.
And then they would take the corpse to the grave and actually lower him into the grave. Nowadays we have the ropes to keep them above the grave, so we normally have the service at the grave site, but that wasn't always the case back in the day.
Okay. That just as a that's a very interesting. I've never heard that Lich was that the fantasy kind of creature of the Lich came from something from Old English, but looking up the etymology just now, you also have like a Lich owl, which is a screech owl,
right?
And a Lich bell, which is a hand bell rung. When the corpse would come out and you would ring the bell, that was a Lich bell.
And the reason all those things are Lich is because the word Lich was basically translated into corpse from Old English.
Wow.
So it's a corpse bell, it's a corpse gate, and it's a corpse owl.
Yes.
Don't know how the owl works though.
Oh, I think that it just hoots, and then sometimes it eats at night.
I would hope it eats more often than not.
Yeah, well, that's when it doesn't eat. That's when it becomes a corpse.
Right. Yes.
We've come full circle.
Full circle.
Poor Tommy.
I know, right? Like, hey, Tommy, like everybody we bring on here, and we're like, hey, this is going to be a perfect topic for them. And it's like, we're going to talk about something you have no. Oh, God, we lost Tommy. Oh, shit, that's funny.
That's tragic.
Oh, there he is. Hey, he's back.
I think.
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I think I lost you guys.
We did for a second, then you came back. We've never seen this happen before. We didn't know anybody could come back.
Yeah,
but if there's anybody that can, it's fucking Voorhees.
This is the wildest thing. Like, literally, we're talking about something, an undead creature. You leave the podcast. I did not send a re-invite to bring you back in because I was trying to figure out what's going on with that. And then, like from the dead, you rise back into the podcast.
Never, it literally has never happened.
I'm just using the app. I went back. I was sitting there. I was just talking about how I was looking up the Lich on Wikipedia so I could try to keep up. And then it blacked out, and then I went back to the app, and I clicked the button again, and then bam, here I am.
Dude, that's perfect. Look, Tommy, back from the dead. He'll do it every fucking time.
I just like that the story is I went on Wikipedia and blacked out. And then I'm like, I'm going to do a podcast real quick.
I didn't black out. It stopped. I asked a question. I mentioned something about Wikipedia, and then I'm like, hello?
Yeah, we can't say the W word. I have to edit it out.
We can only say it like 6 times, and then it kicks us.
Yeah, if we say Wikipedia like 6 times, it's 7.
Is that a rule on here or something else?
No, not at all. We're idiots.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
That's
Candyman.
okay,
It's Candyman 3 times, right? Or 5
Yes.
times?
Candyman 3 times. 5 times? What?
What's Bloody Mary?
But all of them are 3 times. It's the rule of 3. We're even 3 times.
Well, there's 3.
Candyman is 5 times.
I thought so.
It's Beetlejuice. He's 3 times.
I thought Candyman was 3 times and Bloody Mary was 3 times.
Bloody Mary, you have to say her name repeatedly while spinning in a circle, and then stop and look in the mirror in the dark room and see what you see.
I just throw up.
Yeah, exactly. I know what I'll see. I'll see me throwing up. And I'll probably pass out and piss myself too.
Yeah,
but 3 would make sense, though. It's a good number.
To be fair, Matt would be blowing up, throwing up blood.
Yes, exactly.
That's Bloody Mary.
Tommy, I don't know if you know this about our name, but ROTN is actually an acronym, and the ROT in Rotten stands for the rule of 3.
It's a good number.
I think Scott's backing up. Scott, stop backing up.
I'm sorry. I'm now in position in my curtain hole.
He's out getting coffee this morning.
Yeah, that's it. He's at Hardee's, right?
That sounds awesome.
I fucking love Hardee's.
Listen, we need to be sponsored by Hardee's by how often we mention them.
Yeah, we do. And sponsored by Wikipedia. That's 7, guys.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Today on Rotten Mournings,
Wikipedia.
And Hardee's.
Of the 2, Hardee's definitely makes the better biscuit.
I agree.
Yeah.
Dude, that country fried steak biscuit is the shit.
Mm.
Man, they used to have this, oh God, what was it called? The omelet biscuit. Oh my God, it was the best.
That country fried steak biscuit dipped in the sausage gravy. Oh God.
You know what? This definitely need to be sponsors by Hardee's now, because the people listening to this want sandwiches now. I guarantee.
Yeah. Hey, say the thing about the gravy again, though.
The gravy is amazing.
Gurgle the gravy.
So yeah, guys, that's the Lich.
Mythical creature, Dungeons and Dragons.
Hardee's. Boom.
Okay, so let me ask you this. And like, I want to clarify what a lich is as opposed to some other undead creatures. If a necromancer is buried in a graveyard, that doesn't create a lich, right?
No.
That creates a ghoul?
Yes. See, a lich, for the common individual, and the fact that we referenced Harry Potter earlier, has to have like what Harry Potter calls a Horcrux or whatever. A thing that they can put their spirit into so they can live on. Normally it's like a skull or something like that.
Uh-huh. All right, so let's see. Liches are often depicted as holding power over lesser undead soldiers and servants. Unlike zombies, they're often sapient. They're sentient. They're not like mindless zombies.
Yes.
Okay.
But they're also normally decaying at the same time.
But like, why? Are they alive and decaying?
No, they are dead. Their physical body has to perish for them to be a lich.
So is it like how was it Odin that sacrificed himself?
I mean, he could be a lich, but I think that would be something else, because the reason they destroy their body is to become more of the world, a part of the world of the dead, in order to have domain over the world of the dead.
Okay. So we were talking about how Jason Voorhees was a lich.
No, because Jason is yes and no, because Jason can keep coming back without having to, like, even if he's killed, completely eviscerated, he can still come back. So it's like he's sort of a lich because he has no controller and he does that himself, but he also doesn't control the dead.
Yeah, he's not a lich.
Okay.
If a
But-
lich can control the dead, he can't do
Yeah.
that. Right.
But one of the things we talked about when we clown on the idea of like somebody coming back from the dead and calling them a zombie, but then we remember that that same person that came back from the dead and was a zombie could raise the dead also. And I speak of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's a long running theory. I mean a long running, 2 and 2 put together kind of theory.
Yes.
So liches have destroyed their body in order to become part of the undead world, and as they walk around the living, they can control the other undead.
Yes.
Okay.
My first connection, like introduction to a lich, was through R.A. Salvatore, and there was a lich that put his soul into a crystal skull, and he was able to take bodies from that crystal skull, and like basically he'd enter a body, the soul would die, it would start decaying, and he could live for a while in the body, but once the body decayed all the way, he had to go back into the crystal skull.
Okay. So if Jason was a lich, would that be his mother's head?
It would be the sweater, I'd imagine.
Oh, the sweater.
Because it's always the sweater is always that connecting part, you know?
Yeah, I don't remember Pamela's head beyond the second movie.
No, it was only in the second movie, but at the same time, there's been like they always had that in the in his shack or whatever, they would always find stuff like that.
Tommy, is that right?
It was in part 2 and then the remake.
Yeah.
It's in the remake. I forgot about that.
Which will hopefully be getting another remake soon.
Yeah, hopefully those rights have finally gotten to the right people, because man, that has been a copyright hellhole.
Yes, it has. I can't wait for a new one.
Not to mention the same copyright hellhole that Freddy Krueger was in, that literally Wes Craven didn't get back control of Freddy Krueger until after he passed away.
I didn't know that. That's terrible.
Until after Freddy passed away?
No, not near you, idiot.
Wes Craven.
I fucking hate you.
Freddy can't die.
Yeah, duh.
So is he a lich?
No. You fuck.
Are there any liches?
Yes.
Okay, but not Jason or Freddy.
Correct.
This is so confusing.
Is it like Radu, a lich or something like that?
Oh, from Blood Species?
Bloodstone?
Bloodstone subspecies?
Subspecies,
Jesus,
yes.
Yeah. Radu could have been a lich, but were liches capable of controlling vampires?
Well, they're dead, so technically, yes, they can.
Well, all right. So that kind of goes back to, I remember there was a really interesting series, Anita Blake, Vampire Hunter, and there was a necromancer, and the vampires feared the necromancer because a powerful necromancer could control vampires, could control weaker vampires.
Yes, because they are still in the realm of the dead. So technically, their bodies exist between life and death. Therefore, they could still be puppeted.
All right. So just to clarify for the audience here, really a lich, the difference between a lich and a necromancer is that the necromancer is still alive.
Yes, correct.
Is that going to be our only difference?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yes and no, because even a necromancer might not have dominion over the dead, because necromancy is such a wide magical set. You know what I mean?
I would think a lich would be more powerful.
Yeah, a lich would be way more powerful.
Okay. So, all right, that's a fair statement, but let me ask you this. If a lich is more powerful because they have like gotten rid of their body, their a living body, in order to join the undead, to get to that next plane, they would be more powerful among the other undead, but could a necromancer affect a lich? Because also the lich is also an undead.
Yes and no, because a lich is it's not, it's less undead than a zombie is. Like a lich still keeps its living soul, like it's its living entity, it's energy, right? Whereas most undead creatures lose their soul energy.
Yeah, he's not just a mindless flesh thing walking around.
Yeah, and so like with a lich is already reanimated with its own power. Therefore, it's not reanimated under the realm of the dead. You see what I'm saying?
That's fair, and I'm not trying to play devil's advocate here. I'm just really kind of curious while we're running down this rabbit hole. If a powerful necromancer can control vampires who also are reanimated under their own control, would they? I mean, wouldn't that be the same thing?
Not exactly, because again, the body of the lich is irrelevant.
Okay.
And a necromancer controls the dead as sources like of meat. You know what I mean? Whereas a lich is a spirit. It's a different sort of magic. It's not dead in spirit. It's just inhabiting a dead body.
Okay.
I fucking hate the shit out of you.
No, don't hate the shit out of me. I was just thinking, like, how awesome this sounds. Like we're debating this over a D&D table right now.
I know, right? I know for a fact that my lich could reanimate that chicken. I know it could.
Yes, but that chicken was bitten by a vampire before the full moon, so he's.
But I rolled a natural 20. That's an extra bonus to my THAC0.
Are we all going to talk nasally now?
Yes, we are. I hate to do that and act like that's our target demographic, but you know.
So I love that, and also I'm a big fan of D&D, and I have no problem being that guy.
And you talk nasally just by choice, so.
God damn it! I hate you. My mom was in the hospital. Damn it!
I already laughed at that joke.
Yeah. What? Heartless. So oh well, guys, thank y'all. First of all, dear listener, for tuning in. Who, if you knew nothing about liches, now you know even less.
That's right. We've unlearned you.
Yeah. I thought liches were like those little slugs that got on your legs in the swamp.
Those are called slugs.
Oh.
To my leeches?
Swamp slugs.
Yes.
Oh, leeches. Oh, it's different. It's different spelling. All right. Have we murdered the shit out of this topic?
Yes, we have.
Okay. Well, did y'all have any final words on liches before we take a commercial break?
I don't have any final words on liches, but I'd like to point out that a leech is actually a worm, not a slug. Just throwing it out there. They're the phylum Annelidia.
So you want to point out something that you don't know?
Yes, I just looked it up.
Okay, that's fair. I would just like to point out. Well, actually, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Thank you.
I looked it up to make you look like an asshole.
Yeah, it didn't work though.
They're from the kingdom Animalia.
Oh my god. What kingdom is from Lich from? Gandorfland.
This segment is brought to you by Wikipedia.
Holy crap. Guys, we're going to jump into a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to chat some more with Tommy Voorhees.
Who's
we'll be right back at you. Right back at you.
Who's sponsoring that, Tommy? Well, when this check clears, you are, right?
It might bounce.
That's fair. I'm about to.
And we're back.
And we are back. Good. Good to have you back.
Maybe.
Matt's back.
Hello, hello.
Great. Audio sounds good. All our issues are cleared up. Technical
Awesome.
issues are done.
Good. Well,
It's all Scott's fault.
yeah, it's all stuff. Let me start off by saying the part of the podcast where we do the interview. And today, if you have been listening, which I don't know how you would have gotten to this part if you weren't, you would know that our interviewee is the great Tommy Voorhees.
Hey, how's it going?
So, Tommy, I know I'd like to give a little backstory to us kind of coming in contact with you forever. I think it was, how long has it been since we've known you? About 3 months now, 4 months?
3 or 4, I would think.
I remember finding you when we saw a couple of your videos and was like, love the shit out of your stuff. And then all of a sudden, holy shit, you blew up and you're massive as hell now. And dude, you make some of the most amazing videos and you do some like super simple stuff and just seem to get the right fucking niche, man. You blow us away with that.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So
yeah, we are absolutely in love with the stuff that you do. You have some of our favorite lives, and when we first started seeing you, we were like, man, how is this guy taking this concept to a whole other level? Nobody is doing what you do in the way that you do it, and we're super, super impressed.
I definitely appreciate that. It's definitely been a learning experience for me. I just keep growing and evolving and trying to come up with new ideas. That's the tough part.
So what I did was during the commercial break, I went to a friend of mine and I looked up some good interview questions. So I'm just gonna pick one at random and kind of just go from there. Why do you want this job?
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Wikipedia for a job interview. I apologize. I've got nothing.
No.
Wikipedia again.
You know what? We don't take anything back on this podcast. Tommy, answer, damn it.
Why do I want this job as Tommy Voorhees?
Yes.
Is that the question? Well, I thought I wanted it until I found out how much TikTok actually pays, so that kind of blows. But
yep.
but no, it's a lot of fun. I've always kind of wanted to do something with either music or movies. Just never really did it before until TikTok, you know?
Well, I'll tell you this, man. I couldn't be more stoked that you got into that, and I cannot wait to get you into some of our like actual video stuff. I can't wait.
Hoping that's going to be happening here shortly.
Hell yes.
Tommy,
you never did give me addresses of everyone.
That's a very good point.
Locations of windows that might be open.
Tommy told me to let him know where everybody was going to be at different days, so that way he can choose when to come down and pick us off one by one.
That's just some Leslie Vernon level planning right there.
Right?
I like it.
I have a good
Tommy,
memory.
how long have you been doing this Tommy character?
Well, it had a different name at first, but I think I started in like October of 2020, and then I took a little hiatus because I probably wasn't getting shit for views, and then I came back like I think in February and started going hardcore on it and having fun, and then I blew the hell up. It was crazy, but I put a lot of work in.
You do. You put a ton of work in. We I think we remember you from the previous name Can you tell us a little bit about the Tommy Voorhees name?
Well, the previous name, since we've mentioned it, it was Jason Voorhees retired because I'm definitely a little on the hefty side. I hide it pretty decently in some of my videos, but I was gonna do Jason Voorhees retired. Like I'm the fat retired Jason Voorhees that doesn't kill anymore and just lives in a trailer in the woods. And
Nice.
Fat man things, I guess. I don't know where I was going with it, but but that was my. I was thinking about doing like like the dude type style, retired Jason kind of thing. I don't know.
Or were you sitting on there like, man, this is my rug, man. Why would you pee on my rug?
Really tied the room together.
Yeah.
But the Tommy Voorhees thing, I mean, I didn't want to just be another Jason Voorhees because there's so many Jason Voorhees that are still on TikTok, even though there's some great ones out there. But I wanted to do something a little different, so I kind of tied together Tommy Jarvis, who is basically Jason's mortal enemy, at least for a couple of films.
Yeah, I've also heard that they were planning on having Tommy eventually become Jason, but it never really it didn't suss out that way in the end.
Yeah, that's actually a fan film I might possibly want to do someday.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I don't think I'd be able to star Jason Voorhees in that film because Tommy Jarvis definitely has a different build. He's not as big as Jason.
Yeah, but you say that now, but if we said it in the future and said like,
I would still want
Tommy after 20 years in the future where he's retired from the force and he can't get a job and he's just like palling around and then he kind of snaps, but you could sell it where he's out there trying to do his job and everybody's like, man, you don't do this anymore. Why are you out here? And then that's like the twist is the reason he was out there was because he was killing people as Jason.
Well, I'd want to do a complete sequel to Part 5.
Yeah.
Which is not everyone's favorite Friday the 13th film. I get it. But their whole thing they were doing was Tommy was going through a lot of mental issues and seeing like schizophrenic episodes with Jason and then at the end of the movie, I mean, he dons the mask. Somehow he had it in the hospital and then has a knife, like he's going to become Jason now. He finally clicked it,
Yeah.
But then they scrapped it. So I want to do a direct sequel, basically.
Hell yeah.
I think that'd be pretty dope.
I think that would be very dope.
Yeah, I think that would be much better than having Tommy Voorhees way in the future because I'm just not thinking Tommy X is the movie people.
That's it. Tommy X.
Well, it would be Jason, of course.
Me personally, man, I've always loved your videos, but when you did the split mask, like that one, that's what really cinched it away from me. That mask is so badass. The concept of it, I've never seen anybody think about doing a split Jason mask, and I love the hell out of it. And I love the idea of how if you could work that in and be like, that's your thing. That's the difference between you and the actual Jason Voorhees,
Well, I guess you could say that mask would be like Tommy Voorhees, I guess. It's that's the one I used to wear a lot in my lives, and I do a lot of I used to do a lot of lives. But yeah, that mask, for reference for people that are possibly listening, it's a Jason Voorhees mask with the bottom cut off and then reattached as if it was a bottom jaw, and then I can make it talk, basically.
And I like that concept of an idea of like, yeah, I'm not Jason Voorhees because Jason Voorhees was a silent character. That really shows the difference between you and him because you actually have a working mouth, as if the hockey mask is a part of your face, not just something you put over your face.
Well, I've donned different custom versions of Jason Voorhees in my videos. Like my newest one now, which is I think might be my favorite. But I mean, I definitely want to still be a Jason Voorhees as well, not just a.
Oh, I love your Lone Wanderer Fallout mask. I love the hell out of that mask.
Yeah, I that was an interesting. I've been trying to do some different characters and shit, and more than just Jason. But apparently, that's all TikTok wants right now is a dancing
Of course.
Jason.
I want to see you sit around and play cards with your different characters interacting with each other.
I've thought about doing stuff like that, like a skit of some sort.
That would be badass.
Procrastination.
Oh, that's definitely something that we could help with. I think what's really neat is that you have a lot of different characters, and it's Tommy_Voorhees, right?
That is correct.
Yeah. So, guys, if you haven't seen Tommy Voorhees, you'd be one of the few people in the world who hasn't.
Yeah.
Super popular guy. Go to TikTok and pull him up. It's Tommy_Voorhees, and you'll see that we're all.
He also has a YouTube channel, I believe, by the same name.
Yes. I mean, without the underscore,
right.
YouTube.com/Tommy Voorhees.
Yes. You guys check him out on YouTube. You know, it's a bitch to get followers on YouTube. So please, God, go on there and follow so he can start building his audience over there.
But I think that it's really cool. You've got these TikTok, and you would get randomly banned on TikTok because TikTok likes to just randomly throw that ban hammer at people. And then you created a character who is trying to rise up against TikTok. And TikTok's like, no, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Did y'all like that guy?
Hell yes.
I actually moved it to friends only because I've changed the mask a little bit. That's back when it wasn't a gas mask, and I don't know. I was thinking about reshooting it.
Well, we love the shit out of that. You put a baby head on anything, and we're high fiving.
We're high fiving it. Right in its baby face.
Yeah.
The character was originally just going to be the baby face, and I was going to try to attach it to some kind of a silicone mask to make it look like it's sewn onto the face. So it's like this big, dirty, fat guy with only a baby doll like a small baby doll for the face. What I had envisioned in my head, definitely different from what it turned out to be.
Yeah. You want a kind of a Pinhead, like Puppet Master's Pinhead type thing, but baby face.
Well, did y'all ever see that? Speaking of Pinhead, did y'all ever see the Hellraiser Judgment?
Which one's Judgment? God, I've seen all the Hellraisers, but I don't remember which one.
It might be the newest one.
That's the one where they go into those different like rooms and they're like milking those dudes or something.
Possibly. One of the characters, the butcher, is a big fat dude with a baby doll face on.
Yeah.
And he had like this weird thing on his back. I don't know. But something similar to that, but using a real doll, at least the largest doll head that I could find and cut up. But it ended up being too small, and then I just kind of put it on my face and thought, hey, COVID, why not?
Yeah, that's the best way to stay away from COVID is to have a baby covering your mouth.
I agree with that. Yeah. Just get a whole baby and cover your mouth with it all the time.
Keep people away from it.
Yeah, it's true.
6 feet.
It's so weird. It's so weird that was a sponsor for today's episode.
What was baby head?
Baby face.
You're an idiot.
What?
Hey, Tommy, I did want to ask this since we have you on here. You do a lot of customizations to your masks.
Everything I do is custom.
That's awesome.
I got into, thank you, by the way, but I got into making Jason masks. I mean, I hate to say make them because I don't make the actual plastic mold, but I do paint them. Several of them. I'll buy the movie mold blanks that are the actual shape and mold from the movies, and then customize them, repaint them how I want them to look.
That's awesome.
It's kind of how I started my page. I would show me painting a mask, and then I would wear it for a month, and then I'd do it again with another mask. That was kind of my thing.
So which movie mask is what's your favorite movie mask?
Like that I own, or from the actual films?
From the actual films.
I freaking like them all for different reasons, but Part 4 would most likely be my favorite final chapter.
Yeah, that's not the blue stripe, right?
No, that's Part 5.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, that's the supposed Tommy mask.
Well, the Roy mask.
Yeah, the Roy mask. Now, the one in Part 4 has that cut in the head, right?
Yeah, Part 3 was just the plain hockey mask with the 3 chevrons or triangles that are on it, and then at the end he had the axe hitting to his head, and some of the chevrons came off a little bit.
Yeah,
and that was basically Part 4 mask.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. I've always been perplexed by why at this summer camp somebody brought a hockey mask, but
Talking about how the hockey mask actually happened in the movies.
Yeah,
wasn't it something about someone who was working on the set had an old Red Wings hockey mask, and they were trying to come up with a better idea, I guess, other than just a baghead Jason from Part 2.
That's awesome.
Someone had it on set, and they ended up either using that or they made a mold from that to create their own kind of mask. I'm not exactly sure, but I know it was inspired by at least.
That's awesome. So the original Jason hockey mask was a Red Wings mask.
Supposedly. I can't remember the guy's name, like Jacques something or other. His iconic goalie mask from like the 40s or something. I don't know exactly when it started. But yeah, in a nutshell, I guess.
Hell yeah. Well, you're at like over 500,000 followers now, Tom.
Yeah, I believe it's over 540,000 right now.
Good God, man.
Good God.
And you've been doing this for a year?
Hardcore since February. Well, not hardcore, but I got really hardcore after I quit my job just to do TikTok and smoke pot, basically. I don't know if I would say that on here or not.
The American dream.
No, I think it's 2021, and I think that you live in Florida where recreational is completely legal. I don't think there's any problem.
We have medical here, which I did have a license for.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
The producer just ran into the studio and looked at me and then just kept running. Like, I have no idea what that was even about. Maybe the studio's on fire right now. High as shit.
Wrong door. I hear nothing.
Our producer,
basically, I saw myself growing. I think I got close to like 100,000, and then I basically decided I had some money saved up. Which I definitely wish I didn't do it this way because I'm scraping by at the moment. I had a little money saved up, and I decided to quit my job and basically just live off of that with high hopes and dreams of making it big with TikTok. So I went like hardcore on it for 3-4 months, and I started getting a few videos go viral. And I think the first couple that went viral only hit like 100,000, 50,000, 80,000, something like that. And then I had the one big one go fucking viral, and holy shit, did it blow up? It's still blowing up.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
It has over 20 million views on it right now.
Holy shit.
And over, I think, 2.1 million likes just on that one video.
Woo!
That's crazy, dude.
I'm still getting hits on it, probably as we're speaking. It's insane.
So, and just to clarify, like this isn't a video of just some very attractive girl twerk dancing, right?
Nope. It is a Jason is not a bad guy. I tug at the heartstrings of kids kind of video.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Basically, it's shows a picture that's most likely copyrighted. Pamela Voorhees, and then I cropped in a photo of Jason as a kid, who was designed by oh my god, I'm drawing a blank here. Never mind.
Tom Savini.
Yeah. Tom Savini. I was thinking of Santorina or something. Yeah. I draw blanks every once in a while. It happens. Come on.
I don't feel bad. We draw blanks all the time.
It's true.
Shoot blank. But yes, I crop that into it, and then I come out looking all sad, and I take my mask off, and of course, that's back when I had the full face Jason mask underneath.
Yep.
Which is something else now, and yeah, I'm just looking all sad, and then I say something about "I miss you, mommy" or something, and I have that super sad music playing, and dude, the people just ate it the fuck up. It's crazy. I never expected it.
There's a duet video with a little girl, like encouraging you to keep going, and it is the most heartwarming, adorable video.
I think I did a duet with the kid, and I tried to like blank out everything so no one would be able to find him. Because they had some privacy settings back, you know.
Sure.
It's a kid, somebody's kid on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, they commented like, "I'm sorry, Jason, you'll get your mommy and son back." Like, the picture of young Jason he thought was my son, or she thought was my son.
That's awesome.
It was pretty cute. I agree, Scott.
I'd love to see you doing some more sympathetic Jason stuff where you kind of come out looking like, oh, it's Jason the killer, but then it's like, oh no, Jason the tenderhearted guy. Like, I don't know. I know TikTok's big about weapons, but you know, some people sitting down at dinner to have breakfast, and you come out of the corner with your big knife, and then you like just use it to cut the butter and spread it on their toast or something.
You know, that's a really interesting point. I've never really thought about this, but like
that would be the shit.
We talk about how like Freddy Krueger wasn't like a child molester; he was a child murderer. Right?
Yes,
like we make that very clear. But like with Jason wasn't killing people because necessarily because he was mad at them. Jason was like, hey, this thing happened to me as a kid. I drowned, I died. So I'm going to stop these counselors from doing stuff that takes them away from protecting the kids. So in a way, Jason was kind of a protector of children.
Yeah.
I mean, he never killed any like kids. It was only like teenagers and whatever adults might have been around. But I mean, after Mommy went on her killing spree,
I wonder if you would consider Pamela Voorhees the Lich in this situation.
Oh
boy! And we're done talking about the Lich.
Thank you. Because I was going to make the point about how you only see Jason at night, so clearly he's a vampire. So the mother
you could burn in hell with that vampire talk.
I probably will.
He kills during the day too.
No. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, remember the first 4 films or 3 films that had Jason killing? He was a person technically. I mean, definitely had his birth defect and possibly stronger. Like had that like special people strength.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Can we say retard?
Oh
No, I don't think I got in trouble for that last time.
Sorry about that. I know I didn't know disrespect. Or yeah. But yeah, he had a birth defect and was possibly mentally challenged and witnessed his mother being beheaded and then decided to go kill people too. But they say the whole, chi 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 ha 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 thing is kill 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 ma ma ma. And she heard it thinking that her son was saying it to her, like, kill him, mommy, get him, mommy. And then I guess now that she's dead and he's killing, he's hearing her telling him to kill,
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
Well, not to mention that there's a lot of the sound clips in the movies where it's like, kill them, Jason, kill them for mother.
Yes.
All the way up to Freddy replicating
Freddy
that scene in Freddy versus Jason and him being his mother and Scotty repositioning.
Yep, sorry. There was a train that was coming into the studio. The dumbest fucking I don't know why we built the studio on train tracks.
Oh, I do. You're always in the studio.
That's fair. What? There's also bear traps.
Lots of bear traps.
There's so many bear traps.
Very, very odd sounding train.
I don't understand why the bear traps are all baited with tacos.
Oh, you don't, do you? Oh, you don't.
Also, got around them traps, dog. It's really interesting. The iconic Jason sound, because I think most people, when they emulate that sound, they say the chi 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 ha 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 sound instead of the ki 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 ma 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 sound, and like don't really know the story of where that came from.
I'll tell you, for a long time, I thought it was chop chop chop, kill kill kill.
What?
I always thought it just kind of sounded like a knife being like, and then Jason breathing.
Yeah,
that's what I thought, because that's what I hear. And then you see back one of the interviews, one of the writers talking about their little story of how it's kill kill or kill for mama, kill mama or whatever. And I hear, I don't hear kill ma.
Yeah, I've never heard kill ma ma ma.
So you kind of hear the same like metallic sound of like Wolverine's claws, the schnick.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I like it. That's very interesting. Hell yeah, guys.
Well, I think this has been a great podcast, and you've been a great guest, Tommy.
It's over now?
Yeah, it's over now.
Yep, that's that was all the time you paid for, Tommy.
I got a cheeseburger.
What's that cheeseburger do though?
It does whatever you want it to do.
Brought to you in part by Hardee's.
Oh yeah, it's a breakfast sandwich because it's in the morning.
Yeah, it's a break. Yeah, duh, not a cheeseburger. Where would you get a cheeseburger in the morning? That's just crazy talk.
I have a Hardee's biscuit sandwich.
Biscuit sandwich.
You know what? That sounds delicious. I'm not gonna lie.
That does sound delicious.
Tommy, dude, we absolutely adore you, and we have been blown away by the stuff that we have seen. I know I got to come down and film with you a little bit, and that was an awesome experience. And you having the opportunity to come up and film some with us, there's only going to be great content from you and okay content from us.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I mean, that's the kick-ass thing about meeting new people, and great minds think alike, and who knows what the fuck we might come up with in the future.
Oh, I can't wait to see what we come up with. I'm definitely going to do a sitcom called The Jasons, where there's just like a whole family with Jason masks doing shit like that.
I actually have come up with a couple of ideas. One of them being pretty big, which I need to talk to you guys about, but I don't
We
think
are
we
down.
I don't know if I should talk about it on here so other people
No,
can hear.
don't talk about anything you think about on here. There's like at least 10 people on here, and they will steal your idea.
Well, I don't want to ruin. I should just stop talking.
Yeah, exactly.
But for those of you who want to know, I'm actually coming up to the great state of Alabama here shortly.
Yeah, I heard Tommy's gonna stalk us down and fucking kill each one of us one by one.
As long as it's good content.
As long as you start like with the more complicated members.
The more complicated members.
Yeah.
The women.
Yeah. Like I think Graham wants to die anyways.
I heard by strangulation.
Yes, 100%. If she's not strangled to death, she's gonna be real fucking pissed off.
It's gonna be a mad ghost.
Yep. I promise you that Graham is 100% looking to make a Tommy Voorhees strangled video. I guarantee.
At least for Facebook or YouTube.
Exactly.
TikTok sucks.
TikTok blows.
I did a video, and I did you guys see the video I did? I posted it on Facebook and YouTube because I was pissed off that TikTok fucking took it down. I didn't get a single view on it. They destroyed it before anyone saw it, other than their robot overlord.
That is ridiculous, dude. I think I saw the video you're talking about.
Unchained Melody?
Yes.
I'm like caressing my machete.
Yes. I love it. And all you're doing is like, TikTok is such a bitch.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They flagged that one automatically.
He's got a weapon. He might use it. Everybody get behind the counter.
Everybody turn your screen off or he'll get stabbed.
Yeah, exactly.
How does that work? Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you guys both for being here and for all of you guys listening, both of you guys listening. Thank you guys so much for continuing to listen to the podcast.
And
thanks for having me.
Thank you for everything you do, man. Thanks for all the entertainment you're bringing to us, brother.
I'll try to keep going.
That's
Please.
fair.
And watch for Tommy and upcoming episodes of Strips and everything else we have.
Oh, it's going to be crazy.
You guys stay rotten.
Stay rotten, guys.
Stay rotten.
Join us next time for another episode of Rotten Mornings.